Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is 𝗤𝗲𝗄𝗀, and I'm the owner of TLS Spray Tan Bar. We're located in Pittman, New Jersey, which is like a suburb of Philadelphia. And we offer exclusively only airbrush tanning. We don't do anything else. We just perfect the most beautiful custom airbrush tan.
I love that. What inspired you to start your own business?
I think what inspired me to start my own business was just being able to control my freedom of my life and being able to choose my own schedule. That's like the most important thing to me. That's my favorite part about having a business. But I'm a huge lover of the beauty industry. So to be able to combine both things was like the most perfect way to do it. So I'm loving it. I did go into cosmetology. I did hair, I did makeup. And then once I was introduced to spray tanning, I was like, oh, this is the one.
Can you tell us which SprayTanClass course you took and when that was?
Yes, it was a while ago when I took my first spray tan class course. I honestly found Kelly, the owner, on YouTube 5, 6 years ago. So I like got introduced that way. And then I took a couple of smaller courses of hers online. I can't remember. They were like when she first started doing her online courses. I went to a spray tan, or it's called Slay the Spray. I'm not even sure if she still does that, but this the Slay the Spray that she did in Philadelphia, I went there about 4.5 years ago. That was for, I think, mastering contouring and competition tans, and just there was a plethora of other things that she taught us in that class. I really love that. And then I also did during COVID on via Zoom and all of that. It was, I can't remember what the class was called, but it was teaching you how to create your own online course, which was amazing. And then like I launched an online course after that.
I love that. I did Align Online in 2020 as well.
That's what it was called. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was called. That's exactly
So,
what I did it.
yeah, so tell me a little bit about the course you created.
So the course that I had created after taking Align Online was called Millennials Mastering Instagram, and it was really geared towards women in the spray tan industry that own spray tan businesses. So I was basically teaching how to utilize Instagram to boost your business, because that's how I grew my business so quick, was from mastering Instagram and getting really, really good at marketing on there. So the whole class was geared towards that. It's not up on the internet anymore because I feel like it's not fair to really charge for a course that's, since Instagram has changed so much. Like when I first put it out there, Reels wasn't a thing, and so many other like caveats to Instagram wasn't a thing. So I feel like the course doesn't have the correct tools for anybody now really getting Instagram. So I would love to redo it and have something that is more geared to the way Instagram is now.
Yeah, Instagram is always changing.
It is. It is. And you have to be like ready to go with that. You have to
Yeah,
understand that it's always going to change, and you have to be able to adjust.
right. Yeah. We do that too with our online spray tan class programs, beginners and masters. Like we're always updating the information because
Yeah,
it's just
because you
always
have
changing.
to.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your experience working with Kelly and Slay the Spray. How was that all for you? And were you spray tanning before you met her, or was that the beginning of your journey?
Yeah, so my experience with Kelly, like I said, I found her on YouTube and I became obsessed with her, and I joined her beauty business groups, Babes Facebook group. I tell all of my coaching clients, I actually do online Zoom coaching for women in spray tan industry. And I tell them all to join this group because that group changed my life. It has so much free information, the most amazing resources, and you can really connect with other people in the industry. So I loved that. So it was kind of like my first introduction to her. And that's when I initially started the business. I started as a mobile business at the very beginning. And I would say about a year after being mobile is when I took that Slay the Spray like in-person course. It was awesome to meet her. I just have such a little girl crush on her. I'm obsessed with her. I think she's so freaking cute and like authentic and sweet. So it was really nice. And some of the girls that were in that class, I'm still friends with to this day. That was almost 5 years ago I took that class. So it's just like a really nice way to network, meet people that are like-minded. And I did learn a lot, even though I don't implement contouring or competition tanning in my salon. My demographic just doesn't need it. I still learned a lot outside of that, which was really great. And I think it's always good to be around people that get what you do. So I loved it. It was awesome.
Yes, I love that. I meant to tell you, like, yeah, she stopped doing like the mini Slay the Sprays and now she just does one annual one and it's bigger. Last year was in Florida, but we've talked about doing the smaller ones again, but it's so hard.
It's so hard.
So tell us a little bit about the salon space you have. I know you have a lot of employees, so how has that journey been, hiring employees and growing your business to what it is now?
Yeah. So my salon now has 3 full spray tan rooms. We started out with just one. I've been there for about 3.5 years now. So we do pretty heavy volume, about 120 to 150 clients a week. Typically, you guys know when busy season is, so it really just depends, but that's on average the volume that we cover. I have now 5 spray tan artists. They are all part-time, so they all only work about 2 to 4 shifts a week, depending upon the person. I absolutely love it. It took me a long time to really figure out how I wanted the business to be structured. I have dabbled with the idea of implementing some other things, whether it's teeth whitening or whatever. And every time I'm about to do it, I'm like, no, I want to stick with just spray tanning. I want to be really, really good at one thing. I want us to be known for something that nobody else can really replicate in the area, because all of our energy is focused on spray tans. And I love that we're always implementing new techniques. I really stay on top of my artists. We're constantly doing our training once a month, every 6 to 8 weeks. So we take our spray tans very seriously, and I love it. And I love the girls that work for me. They're seriously the best.
I love that. What has been your proudest moment as a business owner?
Oh my gosh, my proudest moment as a business owner just happened. I just won a 30 under 30 award. It's just 4 weeks shy of me turning 30. So it was really nice, because I just don't think the beauty industry gets the attention that we deserve as business owners. I think there's this stigma that, we're dumb and we can't run businesses, or we must have, somebody else that's invested in us, and we can't be self-made. And I'm a self-made entrepreneur. I had $500 to my name 5 years ago and started this business. And I'm really proud of that. And I was really proud to be honored for that. That was literally last week. It was awesome.
That's amazing. Congratulations. You're the second person I know who's 30 under 30.
Oh my God.
My friends are the coolest.
Yes.
My circle is the coolest. I love it. It's amazing. Congratulations. Okay, so what has been your biggest struggle as an entrepreneur?
My biggest struggle as an entrepreneur, I would have to be, is hiring and continuing your education with your employees, separating the time to really allocate with them to make sure that they are representing your brand and your business the exact same way that you want to, especially when you're not there. You want to be able to trust people to represent the brand the way that you've created it, right? I think that's why so many entrepreneurs and self-made entrepreneurs are scared to leave their businesses alone, and they really want to micromanage because they're worried that people won't carry it out. So I think it's just learning how to inspire people, how to hire the correct people, and how to really explain your expectations at the beginning of the hiring process. I learned that very early on. I had a girl quit because she told me that she wasn't a janitor because there was a lot of cleaning involved. And I just learned, at the beginning, people aren't used to salon life for some, so really explaining there is a lot of cleaning, there is a lot of expectation for my business in regards to customer service. I'm really crazy about your tone of voice, how you speak to people, how you address them, and just, again, like really reiterating what your expectations of your employees are so that they get it and that they understand the brand, and that you are a leader who leads by example. So they will never feel like, okay, you're asking me to do something that you're not doing yourself. I think that's really important. So, because I believe your team is the most important thing. Like, people are your most important investment. And it was the best thing I ever did was hire a team. I love them.
Love that. I got chills during that.
Oh my God.
Would you recommend SprayTanClass to anyone starting their journey, and why?
Yes, I would absolutely recommend SprayTanClass to anybody who is a beginner, middle person, or towards the more elite version of their business in spray tanning. I think that SprayTanClass has so many different things to offer. So at any level, you can find something that you're needing. I tell all the girls that I coach, I'm like, go to SprayTanClass. That's one of my favorite brands. It's an amazing brand. I believe so much in the owner. I think she's fantastic. Like I said earlier, I think she's so authentic. And I think that that really shows how much she cares about what she puts out to the people purchasing, any sort of class from her. So I think that all of you guys are great. Anybody that's on the SprayTanClass team, I see you guys. I think you're amazing. And everybody can get something out of it. I would take 1,000,000 more of her classes.
I love that. Thank you. And what advice would you give to someone starting their sunless journey? If they were just thinking about starting a spray tanning business, what would you tell them?
So anybody who is thinking about starting a spray tan business, I would say number one is have a plan in place of, if you are currently working another job, have an end date for that. I don't think that any entrepreneur who wants to go 100% into their business should be working another job. Do it for the beginning. Don't quit your day job until you're ready, but have that end date goal. Like, I had given myself 365 days to side hustle this out, really build it up, really build the marketing up, taking in all of my free resources, all of my free anything that I can learn, YouTube, podcasts, Facebook groups, like take all of that information in, take the other classes like you need, like a spray tan class online. That's amazing. And then once that day hits, you sink all the ships and you go 100% in. You have to do it. It's going to be the scariest day of your life, but the best day of your life. I don't think anybody that I've coached has done well enough because they haven't sunk their ship yet. So I think that is like my biggest advice.
I love that. I love that. I always say, like, as long as you treat your business like a side hustle, it'll be a side hustle.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to share about your business, what you're doing? Do you have any fun goals for the next year or so? Anything you want to share about what your team is doing or what you're doing in Philadelphia and all that good stuff? This is your moment to brag.
Yeah, I think for 2023, my main goal is finding a second location. I live in Wilmington, Delaware. So I really want to have a home base here. There's nothing like my salon that's in Jersey, in Delaware. So I would love to bring that here and have two really iconic places for people to go, because that has been the popular demand from what I'm seeing. So I'm ready to give it to them.